Hi, today our topic is USA student loan. Why it is necessary for US students? Are students loans necessary for the US students? Actually, any loan is a serious commitment and should not be entered into a lightly. Having said that, student loans are often necessary to make it possible for a young person to fulfill their college dreams. Students, most of the students loan offer lower interest rate, deferred payment options and repayment grace period of many students. When it comes to borrowing money, students' loans are similar to the mortgage in that they are usually considered good debt. Both are large amounts of money that take a long time to pay back. With student loans, you get a college education which increase your lifetime earning potential. Dear students, especially for US students, a student loan is a money borrowed from the government or a private lender in order to pay for college. The loan has to be paid back later along with the interest that builds up over time. The money can usually be used for tuition, room, board, books, or other fees. But it is very necessary for the students on college age or student age, because the thing is that if the student, for example, do student loans go away after 7 years? Student loans don't go away after 7 years. There is no program for loan forgiveness or the cancellation after 7 years. You shall still owe the debt until you pay it back. It's forgiven, or in the case of private student loans, the statute of the limitations run out. Student loan into the United States are a form of financial aid intended to help students access higher education. In 2018, 70% of higher education graduates had used to loan to cover some or all of their expenses. Almost half of all loans are for graduate school, typically in much higher amounts. Students loan lenders mainly which are providing the loan in USA, one is Earnest, College Average, Sophie, Aston Funding, Command Bond. Actually, what is the methodology? Use data about the lender and its loan offering, giving greater weight to factors that matter most to the borrowers. The scoring factors for private student loan providers are customer service rating, fixed APR, variable APR, loan product availability, minimum and maximum loan terms, minimum and maximum loan amounts, minimum FICO score, and online features. Before you apply, dear students, in USA, before you apply loan types, you must be know that undergraduate, graduate, refinance, parent, MBA education, medical school, law school, minimum FICO credit score. It must be 650, and after that, Better Business Bureau rating category A. Dear US students, one thing I would like to share with you that usually how much do the students loan usually the cost will come. Average undergraduate students loan payment, the average student loan debt for the recent graduates with a bachelor degree is like $29,000. Let's say you are paying the average student loan interest rate of 4.53% for undergraduate and enrolled in the standard 10 years repayment plan. Your monthly payment will be only $305. So this is also important to know when you will apply for the loan, that you should know all these things. Actually, I'm talking about the US students. What are the negatives of the student loans? Before we discuss about the necessary, why it is necessary for the loan for the college students, school students, but there is many cons of the student loans. Like student loans can be expensive. Another thing we can say that student loans means you start out life with debt, and like paying off student loans means putting off other life goals. So dear USA students, it is almost impossible to get rid of student loans if you cannot pay, and defaulting on your student's loan can tank your credit score. So these are the, you can say that, drawback of taking the loan, and very difficult for the student if you are not eligible to pay all these loans. But one thing, who is eligible for the private student loans? In order to qualify for a private student loans, you have to be 18 years of age or elder and be a US citizen or permanent resident of the USA. Dear student, be prepared to show you are enrolled in an eligible school. You must keep in mind that before applying the loan, be prepared to show you are enrolled in a eligible school. Many students can apply loan, and the providers require you to show proof that you are a student enrolled in college before they shall approve a loan. So this thing also you have to keep in your mind. And one thing more, can you go to the jail over the student loan? This is also very important to keep in your mind. You want to go to the jail for defaulting on your student loan, but you may go to the jail if your lenders sue you and you ignore a judge orders. If you know you can't make your payments, contact your lenders or a non-profit credit, and because there are numerous options and programs that might offer some relief. But if you will not contact with them and you will ignore the judge orders, then you can face many problems. And last, students, can you pay off student loans early? This is also a very important question. Actually, the answer of this question is that all education loans, including federal and private students loans, allow for penalty-free prepayment. This means you can make extra payment to reduce the balance of the loan or even pay off the entire balance early without having to pay an extra fee. Dear students, last thing I would like to share with you, that you must keep in mind that is 100,000 in a student loan too much amount? Like means to say that one minute I will explain to you by one example. Like if some dispute, can student loans be disputed? S- Can student loan be disputed? Yes. Dear students, you can dispute your student loan, payment history and status. The federal government has steps. You can take a dispute certain issues with your student loan account. Thank you. This is all about the students, how they can get the loan in USA, and what many questions the students come in your mind. So I give all the answer of your questions. Thank you so much.